Hey everyone, I hope you guys had a great week and are enjoying your Saturday. This past week, Madison and I have spent a lot of time with family and even some friends. On Thursday and Friday, we went camping
Camping.
at this place called, what was it called?
Garner
Garner State
State
Park.
Park.
Yeah, it's kind of southwest of San Antonio, but a really pretty area of Texas that we hadn't been to before,
We
even
were
though
very socially distanced.
yeah, we're very socially distanced. Hadn't been there before, so spent a lot of time there. And I love camping. I love just being outdoors and spending time with family outside, being around a campfire. But one thing that I cannot stand when camping is when you're in the tent and you're trying to sleep, you wake up in the middle of the night 100 times. You know, you're just uncomfortable. The ground is hard. You're constantly tossing and turning. You just can't seem to find that comfortable spot that's going to keep you asleep all night. So that's all we did when we slept, just constantly tossed and turned.
That's
The
why it
temperature
looks
was
so
fine.
rough.
Yeah, the temperature was fine, but man, just couldn't find a comfortable spot to sleep on. So that was what we did this week. But one thing that was pretty cool, I guess you could say, is the whole time we were at the state park, Madison and I had zero service.
Yeah, it was
So,
cool, but we didn't know we weren't gonna have any service, so we didn't tell anybody we weren't gonna have any service.
Yeah.
We disappeared.
So our phones even just at the top said no service. We had
service.
nothing. There was no Wi-Fi there, nothing.
No Google Maps.
Yeah, no Google Maps. We had to we even pulled out an atlas to find our way back because I mean that's just how
We got
remote
nothing.
it was. Yeah, but so it was really nice not to have our phones and just to enjoy being with the people we were with and enjoy being outdoors and everything. But when we got back in our car and we drove for a while and finally our phones had service, our phones just went crazy. Ding, 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 ding. You know, all these, I had like 20 emails, even in the past 2 days. We had like 50 text messages.
Okay,
And it
he
was
did.
just-
I didn't have anything.
Okay, well, I had a lot. Just from
My
work
mom
and different
said,
things.
"Where are you? Please check in." That was it.
Yeah, so crazy. But I was just thinking about during this time, you know, when a lot of us are probably at home now more than we have been during the year. I wonder what we're doing with the time that we have. Are we using our time to, you know, just maybe binge watch our favorite episodes on Netflix or Hulu or Disney Plus or whatever? Are we spending our time on our phones, just on Instagram or Facebook or whatever's out there? You know, is that where our time is going? Or is it possible that we could put aside our phones and our TVs and our electronics, of course, except for watching these videos, but is it possible we could put all those things aside and pretend like we have no service and take the time to be with others? And maybe, you know, you're not with your friends or whatever, but maybe take some more time to be with your family. And especially take more time to be with God. Because it seems like when I have my phone and when I have my laptop and all these things and I'm constantly checking my emails and my messages and I'm doing all these things, I get worried about, you know, what I'm supposed to be doing, where I'm supposed to be, how things are going elsewhere, and I can forget about the time I'm supposed to be spending with God. And so for us this past week, that was a great reminder, just thinking about, you know, where's our time going? Because it was really nice not to have our cell phones beside us and constantly checking our phones and everything. And I was thinking about what Jesus says in Matthew chapter 6 about not being anxious and don't worry about tomorrow. Because as humans, especially during this time, we're constantly worrying sometimes about, you know, what am I going to do this week? What am I going to do today? What am I supposed to be doing? And we get so caught up in so many things that keep us busy that we forget to spend time with God. We forget to talk to God. We forget to pray. We forget to just sit down and read our Bibles. Or even just sit down and not have anything in front of us and just be still. And so what I want us to think about in these next few weeks is instead of looking at the social media, instead of looking at watching all the TV shows and everything, and whatever it is that you normally spend your time doing, put that aside, put everything aside and say, I'm just going to spend time with God, or I'm going to spend some extra time with my family, the people I love the most. Because it's in those moments that I think you'll realize the comfort that God gives you. Because you're not going to be comforted looking at any type of social media or watching the news or whatever, but you'll be comforted in just being present and being able to trust God, right? So, Madison, yeah, go ahead.
Oh. I think we just have a unique opportunity right now that since, the world is shutting down and I'm having the Olympics, we have a unique opportunity to focus on things that, normally we would say, oh, just don't have time for that because I have, to do this for school, I have to do this for sports, I have to do this, and then the day is over and I need to go to bed. Like, I don't have time to do things like that. I would maybe describe things with eternal value. So spending time with your family and encouraging people and things like that. Just spending our time doing things that have eternal value rather than just like the here and now value. This is going to help you get a job, and this is going to help you get good grades, and this is going to help you be a better, athlete or gamer or whatever everybody likes to do. And my sister sent this thing to our family group message. This was like maybe last week. It says, let's see. I don't know where she got this, but it says, no movies, no concerts, no sporting events, no restaurants, no social gatherings, limited workload. Now that I've cleared your schedule, can we talk? And then it's like, from God. Which I don't think God really sent my sister that letter, but it was interesting to think about. It was cool for her to point that out, like, oh yeah, we've had a lot of distractions removed, or not everyone, certainly not everybody has had that happen. Like healthcare workers, their stress and workload is higher, but for a lot of people, a lot of distractions that we have been removed. So this is a really unique time to say, okay, what can I be doing right now? How can I be encouraging people, spending time with them over, technology, because we can't spend time together in person anymore. And how can I spend time with God, and what are things that I can do that will give me an eternal purpose that usually I don't have time for because I'm too busy. Which I say that, so.
Yeah. So think about that this week and in the next few weeks. And think about how you're spending your time, and take these opportunities to spend time with your family, and of course spend more time with God. And if that means you have to go on a camping trip where there's absolutely no service to make that happen, then do that. All right. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your evening and a great week this week, and enjoy the moments you have with the people around you. See ya.